Hey guys, welcome back to Nest Kevin TV. Happy New Year to you all. I love you guys. Thank you for the love and support. In this video, I'm breaking down some common questions you are going to face in your nursing interview and how to answer them confidently. I don't know whether you've bought the nursing forms already or you are now going to buy the nursing forms. This video might be of help to you. So, before you become a nurse in any of the nursing schools, you will go for an interview, which they are going to ask you some questions and also ask you, make you like write some petty exams for you to be assessed before they will admit you into any of the nursing schools. So these interview questions or these things that we are going to talk about today are some of the common interview questions that you are going to encounter and how to answer them confidently. So let's get into the video. The first question you need to expect is, tell us about yourself. So you've gone for an interview and they have asked you to tell them about yourself. What are you going to say? So this is what you need to focus on when they ask you this question. The first thing that you need to focus on, one, is your education. You will talk about your interest a bit, like that one. You won't go in depth into it, like just a bit, like your interest in nursing. Then you talk about your personal qualities. So you won't just go there and say, oh please tell us about yourself. You just mention your name, then that's all. Nah, you need to talk about everything about you, your personal interest, your education, then your interest in nursing. You need to talk a bit about it. Then the next question will be, why do you want to become a nurse? So you've bought the nursing forms. Why do you want to become a nurse? Is it because the job availability in the country is so you want to just become a nurse? Or is there a family that's pushing you to go into the nursing school? So you need to tell them why you want to become a nurse. So that one too, you need to share a genuine story. You need to share a genuine story that talks about the passion for patient care, like how caring you can be for a patient and how loving you want to be around patients, caring for them and making them feel better. So you need to talk about that one too. So those are the things that you need to focus on when you're being asked about that question. The next question will be, why did you choose this school? So I don't know the school that you have bought the form to go to, and I don't know in your country too. Maybe there are a whole lot of nursing school in the country, and you have chosen to become a student of Valley View University, which is one of the best schools in the country right now. Should in case you want to become a nurse, apply to Valley View University, one of the best nursing schools in the country. So they will ask you, why do you want to become a student of this noble institution? So that one too, you need to first talk about the reputation of the school. You talk about the reputation of the school, then you talk about the values, then you also talk about some of the programs, then you talk about how well their student comes out after they have completed school, how they work and all those stuff. You need to talk about the school. That's the main reason why you need to go into that particular school. They will ask you. Then the next question will be, are the role of a nurse? What are the roles of a nurse? So that one too, you see, say before you go into the nursing school, you need to make sure you learn something a bit about nursing. You need to learn and get to know the role of a nurse. All these things are very important. So that one too, you need to focus on one. You need to focus on the patient care. Talk about patient care. You talk about advocacy. Then you also talk about ethics. These are the things that nurses do. So you do some background checks about it, then you use it to answer this question perfectly. Then the next question will be, tell us the time you work in a team. Tell us a time you work in a team. The reason why they are asking you this particular question is that in nursing, we work as a team to achieve a common goal. You see? Yeah, we work as a team. That's the reason why we have the midwifery department, we have the medical department, we have the surgical. We are a team caring for a particular or prioritizing the care of that particular patient, making sure the patient is okay and all those stuff. So when they ask you describe the time you work as a team or work in a team, that one too, first thing you need to use this method called the START or the STAR method. We call it the STAR method, which the S stand for the situation. S stand for the situation in which the situation that made you guys work in the team. So as then you will talk about the time that particular thing happened, which lead you guys to be working in a team. So then you will talk about the action that you guys took or the action that you guys take to prioritize the care for the patient. Then you need to also talk about the results that came out after you guys did all this thing for that particular patient. So when you are being asked to tell them the last time you worked in the team, you need to talk about the time, you need to talk about the situation that happened and all those stuff. These things also will help you to answer it confidently. Then the next question will be, describe how you manage stress or difficult situation. So they will ask you to describe. The next question will be, describe how you manage stress or a difficult situation. That one too is very important. And you see, in nursing, you are going to encounter a whole lot of difficult situation, and maybe after work you're going to be stressed. You're going to care for patients after that. You're going to be stressed and all those stuff. So how do you manage? Short as how do you manage, or how do you manage stress or difficult situation? One, you need to talk about calmness, because when a patient is in a difficult situation or in a stressful situation, one thing that you need to do, or you yourself you need to do, is to what? Is to calm. So you need to talk about calmness. You need to talk about prioritization. How are you going to prioritize for the patient who is in difficult situation, or you yourself that you are in difficult situation? So you need to talk about to them with in a respectful manner, so that they won't bring whatever things that they're going through behind. Calmness. Then you talk about prioritization. So then you will also talk about problem solving skills. So you talk about how you're going to solve that particular problem which is causing the difficulty and all those things. That too is also a major thing, or some of the important things that you need to know. Then the next question will be, what are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your strengths and weaknesses? That one too is very important. You see, you are going to the nursing school. Please, you need to know your strengths, then you need to know your weaknesses. And that one too, they can ask you in a nursing interview, because everybody has his or her strength and his or her weaknesses. I have my own, you too, you have your own. So before you go for your nursing interview, make sure you know about your strengths and your weaknesses, so that when they ask you, you'll be able to tell them. So these are some of the questions. Let's continue. So the next question may be, what will you do if you see a colleague nursing or a colleague nurse making a mistake? So what will you do if you see a colleague making a mistake? This question might be a bit tricky and it's very important. They might ask you that, what will you do if you see somebody making a mistake, or what will be your first point of what is there? This is what you need to focus on. The first thing that you need to focus on is a patient care. So when we say maybe the patient now, or you have become a nurse, or you have seen a colleague. You have seen a colleague nurse making a mistake. What are you going to do? One, you need to first prioritize the patient care. So the patient care and the safety of the patient. Then the next thing that you're going to do is professionalism. You need to be professional. Yes, so you need to be professional. So when they ask you this question, this is what you need to do. First thing that you need to think of is professionalism. Then prioritization of the patient safety. Then the last one will be proper report. You need to do proper report. Report it properly. Not because you hate that particular person, you need to report it properly. So these questions, this is how you are going to go about it. You see? So let's continue. So the next question may be, how will you communicate with an angry patient? How will you communicate, or how do you communicate with angry patient? Maybe that place they won't ask you how will you communicate with an angry patient, or they will ask you how will you communicate with an angry person. because you have not become the student or you have not become a nurse. So maybe that's how they are going to ask you that particular question. So that one too, you need to also think of calmness. Then you need to think of how your tonation will be. Then how to set rapport with the patient, like Webja. And as you need to calm them down. You need to make sure that you talk into you. So I'm gonna make sure no. Yes. Then the next thing that they are going to also ask you is, please, do you have money? Can you afford